Good evening, everyone. Bobby Linden, my man, Bobby. Good to see everyone. Mike here. Hope everyone is doing well. Good to see John Shoemaker. You got a gun on the way, a pew pew on the way there, John. Ryan Hashtisher, always good to see you. 151 Soft Wash. Dwayne, my man. Patrick Johnson, Lynchburg Pro Wash in the house. Cody Smith, Tommy Bain, Steve I don't know how to build a trailer, McFall, Levi Bowman. What's the stream all about? The stream is all about, did you not see the title? Wash Retreat registration begins tonight. That's a little bit of it. We're going to talk about the huge. We're going to talk about the Wash Retreat. We're going to talk about probably going to talk about Steve McFall's trailer build. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. It's going to be great. And our friend Jeremy Messer will be with us momentarily. Jeremy's getting things set up, and he was running a little bit late on his way home. You already bought the tickets for the huge next year, right? All right, what's up? Tommy Henfield, good to see you, my buddy. Steve Schwartz, you know who you are. You are the man. Yes, you are. Good to see everyone tonight, and hope everyone is doing well. My light is blinking over here. We're also going to take up some prayer requests. You have prayer requests tonight. Feel free to bring them to us. Joe Deary, good to see you tonight. And Keith Pickens, always good to see my main amigo. My main amigo, Keith Pickens. Good to see you tonight. And it's going to have a great time. As you saw, the topic tonight is Wash Retreat registration begins tonight. We're going to throw up the website here in just a moment and talk a little bit more about it. Jeremy is almost in the room, and there he is, the man. He's still trying not to break a sweat. He ran into the room. He's wearing a cape. He made it. We're glad that you're here, brother. Glad that you're here.
Hey, man.
Hello, sir. Oh, Peak Pro Wash cleaning service. Good to see you. Nathan Brinker. Yep. My man. Mike, did he ever get info in a room with 2 queen beds? If so, where can I view it? Well, yeah, we got information. We'll get that to you here in just a moment.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Yeah. Boy, man, you had only connected us on YouTube, and I was trying to get the Facebook link to connect, so we're not live on Facebook.
Oh, we're not live on Facebook now?
No, I'm working on it. I think I just got it connected.
Oh, well, thank you.
Here we go.
Charles Henry. Hello, sir. Good to see you. Neptune Pressure Washing. Howdy. Always good to see you guys. Very little. Prayers, brothers, as new chapters are turning in life. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
How's Jeremy?
Brother, I'm here. I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah.
Russian, but I'm here.
You're Russian. I always thought there was a little Russian in you. I often thought maybe Japanese, but a little Russian as well.
Yeah. By the way, I want to give a shout out to the one and only Steve McFall for being the very first person to purchase a retreat ticket.
Also, he was sincere a minute ago when he said he already bought his tickets. Okay, I thought
he already bought his ticket.
Well, what about that? What about that?
Steve might have been on the backside of me sending the link to for the page and saying, "Check this out."
Okay. So he checked it out and bought the tickets.
In all fairness, so While you're talking, Mike, I know I've been a minute. I'm going to try to get this shared out into the.
Sure, you do that. You do that. Well, we are excited about the Wash Retreat that will come up in January the 22nd through the 25th of 2025. It's going to be a great time. Gatlinburg, Tennessee, the Smoky Mountain Wash Retreat. You don't want to miss it. Last year was our first time, and it was absolutely phenomenal. We had 40 show up last time. We're really counting on doubling that number, maybe even more. And we've got a lot of time to promote it. Last year, not to say we threw it together, but it wasn't, our time wasn't what it is this year. And so we've got a lot of time to invest in promotions and so forth. So I'm confident we'll have a great crowd. We have a much, much better venue, in my opinion, and in the opinion of everyone who went with us to find the venue. And so you don't want to miss it. We'll put all that information up here on the screen here in just a moment. Jeremy's getting things shared out. That's his specialty, and he does a good job at it. So I'll tell you what else Jeremy does very, very well, and he sells himself very short on this, is setting up that web page for the Wash Retreat. It's phenomenal, and it's only going to get better. We'll add more things to it. Check it out as the time approaches. But you do want to set your calendar for January the 22nd through the 25th, 2025.
26.
To the 26th. Thank you very much. And it's going to be a great time.
It is going to be a good time. I do agree with you. The venue is not just one step up. It's at least 10 steps up. 10 steps up.
It's like a whole elevator ride up. It's more than a step.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Charles Henry. We're going back in time, a little bit.
Slightly.
Christopher Henson says, I've had to back up and punt. That's okay. That's all right. We all have to back up and punt sometimes. He says it's been super slow. I had to get a part-time job to get the bills caught back up. So working 3 jobs now. Fire department, washing, and then working on cars. Hey,
brother,
man.
Don't quit that, brother. I'm still working too. It's life, man. It's life.
It's life.
You gotta do what you have to do to provide for your family or yourself. You gotta make sure that you've got 4 corners covered. I'm gonna see if I can remember these. Your housing, your food, your transportation, and your utilities.
Ooh.
That's 4 essentials, man. And you got to make sure those 4 essentials are covered at all times.
I like that. That's wisdom, bro. That's wisdom. Thank you for that. Not only is that wisdom, that's bound to be encouraging. It should be encouraging. That's all right.
Just doing what I can.
That's a pretty good show right there. It's a good topic for a show someday on juggling the part-time life.
Yeah,
juggling
absolutely. Sorry, I've missed everyone's comments. Excited to see what's going on here.
Most people are just chiming in and let us know that they're here.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Jeremy Marsh says, I'm a UPS driver, still running my business. That's exactly right. That's it. Tonight, brother, we're talking about the Wash Retreat registration. It begins tonight. I don't know if you know that or not, Jeremy, but it does.
Does it?
It does.
I need to sign up. I need to sign up.
You should sign up. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Jeremy, Nathan Brinker says, Jeremy making any more rigs for people?
Well, do you want one made? You need one, Nathan? I know a guy. I know a guy that would love to build you a rig and put a Clean Stream Pro on that, by the way.
Ooh. Nice.
And a nice little cheap shot.
Yes, sir. You've been selling the snot out of them things. That's great.
Something like that.
Well, let's talk about the huge convention a little bit, Jeremy.
Let's talk about it.
Were you able to make it this year?
I went.
Oh,
4 years counting. I think I was there.
Okay. Yeah, you were. We had a good time. It was a wonderful time. I want to talk a little bit tonight. We'll of course we'll read comments as we go, but I want to talk a little bit tonight about not just the huge convention, but conventions and shows and conferences as a whole. I think I've got a thought. I think I have a thought. That's funny. As to why they don't work. More after this commercial by the Wash Pros podcast. No, but we had a really, really good time. I really enjoyed myself. Always. By uplifted hand, how many of you enjoyed myself? Most of you, I'm sure. Of course.
Yeah.
Little Damon Moore. Rusty.
What's up, guys?
Good to see you, Rusty. Yes, sir. But yeah, so the huge convention, I felt like it was good. I felt like it was better than it was last year. I felt like the showroom floor was better than last year, and the classes weren't. One of the big complaints last year was that there were so many sales pitches. Not from everyone, but a lot of the speakers were, trying to push an item or an agenda of some kind. And so this year, I didn't catch that vibe as much. And I enjoyed that. I enjoy sitting in the classes, taking notes, trying to soak in some things, getting some nuggets. And I got those this year. I enjoyed my time at the Huge. Now, I did not stay at the Gaylord Opryland Hotel this year. It's my first time not staying there. And so myself and Bobby Linden and his wife, we got a big old place to ourselves, and that was nice. And I got to stay for free, so that was even better.
Oh, it's always better that way.
Yeah. Then I got to spend some time with my homies, and I love it. Love being with my guys. It's great.
So here's my thoughts.
Okay.
I'm very similar to you. This year was way better than last year as far as atmosphere. The classes were way better. There weren't so much and I understand to a point that you've dedicated your time. Some of these speakers even pay to speak there, so like they've got to try to get something out of it. But I really was thoroughly pleased with the speakers this year, and it wasn't. I didn't feel like it was sale convention.
Right.
It was way better. And I saw a comment, and I couldn't agree more with the comment. It was better. The convention and classes were overall better. It kind of sucked that one day I was in there and they were having construction and I could hear a jackhammer. That kind of sucked. And that was for an additional paid for class.
Right.
I paid like $225 or $250 for this class, and they're jackhammering. And there was like 48 of us in there that paid to be in this class.
Right.
So that kind of sucked. But it wasn't nothing he could do. John actually, I think, got him to stop. It took, 30 minutes, 45 minutes to relay the messages, but it stopped. I thought the classrooms were a little bit small. That was a bit disappointing. Like the AI class I went to, it was standing room only, outside standing, and there were other classes that were that way as well. So, but which goes to tell you is that people were interested in those topics. So it was a good back thing. But
wow.
Back to the showroom floor. I've not been as happy with the showroom floor as I was the very first year I went.
Okay.
Every year, now hear me out. We're pressure washing guys. and window washing, gutter cleaning, whatever, Christmas lights. But every year we go, I feel like there's less like real pressure washing vendors that were there who you could purchase equipment from. And I think a lot of guys go looking for the show deals.
Right.
And you've only got like 2 people you can get show deals from. Thankfully,
if there are
Casey was C3 Skids. He was there and he had some showroom deals. Justin with Cigar City, he was there. He had some show deals. AC Lockyer was there. I'm not sure that he had show deals, but he was there with his equipment. He didn't per se, I don't think he had any equipment that you could purchase other than his rig, his rig and maybe a reel, couple reels. I didn't really see any like engines or any hoses and stuff like that of that nature. And then Mike Arnay, I think I'm saying his last name right. I could be wrong. High Low Solutions. He was there, and he had some equipment. But I'm always a little bit disappointed with the showroom because there's less vendors with less deals, and just to be honest with you, there's more and more and more software companies. It's like I'm softwared out, man. Like I can only use so much software, but I can always take some extra hose and some extra chemical and degreaser. The first year I was there, Mike, I stayed till the end, and I was getting so much free. I'm telling you, free surfactants, degreasers, and all kinds of stuff because these guys weren't wanting to take it back.
Right.
Now, I mean, me, one person, I probably walked away with like 6 or 8 gallons of free stuff. So it was better this year. I think they made a step in the right direction. I don't know if I'm going to go to Florida just because it's in August. School starts with my kids during that time frame. And I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know if I could say it any better or any worse, but that's the way I felt about it.
Well, hey, man, opinions vary, don't they? It depends on who you ask and what time you ask them. Like literally, you can be at any convention or conference and feel that it's a waste of time and then get just a little nugget of something and say, okay, I'm glad that I came. And then sometimes after you sleep on it, you're like, it wasn't so bad. Or maybe, and you can hear what somebody else got and say, man, I wish I had attended that class. Like there's so many variables. There's so many variables to this. But I'll echo what you said there. I think that every conference or convention will have the tendency to miss the mark when they don't offer people these showroom deals, like you said. I've been to other conventions that were non-pressure washing related, and we're all walking around with our arms full of stuff, and where'd you get that? Oh man, that's that booth over there. They're giving away this stuff or they're selling it for cheap or whatever. And you just don't get that. Now it's not a swap meet. So although I did buy a few window cleaning items, but I didn't get it. I had to order it and it came today, and that's fine. And I got 20% off because they did have that showroom or show deal. But I echo what you say. I think that they miss the mark when vendors are there just to sell, but not to support and celebrate pressure washing. Kind of give some things away. We give more stuff away on this show than what they're going to give away at these conventions.
So, I'm telling you, they did have some pretty cool giveaways, but you could only get entered for the giveaway by purchasing next year ticket. Double fold. I don't know. You should, treat the people that's there right now. But, my very first year when I was there, Manatee was down there. Trudy was with Panhandle was down there. Judd was down there. There was just a bunch of different, like you could go buy a pack of O-rings. You could get an O-ring. You could get Quick Connects. You know what I'm saying? Like
You could pick
Right.
up a DNT ball valve. Like you could get some real, just some things that, you know, and they were discounted, but it's just not like that right now. And I don't know that it's ever going to be like that again.
Right.
Who knows?
You know, it's almost like the Cracker Barrel announcement that we've been listening to the people, we've heard the people, and we've decided to make some changes. And I don't know if enough voices are being heard or even spoken, enough opinions spoken about the way that things should be. But so let me kind of bleed into that a different thought. I've had this thought since I left the convention, and that is, why is it that conferences and conventions don't work? I think that'd make a great video, but we'll just go ahead and shout that out. And I won't talk a long time about this, but in short, they do work. They do work, but where they fail is that, especially at the huge, they fail in that they don't communicate what it is that the huge is supposed to be about. And so we go there with this, not a false understanding, because they're not lying by any stretch of the imagination. They put it out there, but there's a misunderstanding of what you're going to get. And when there's a misunderstanding, regardless, when you get there, you're like, wow, I just spent $2,000 or whatever the cost may be. You know, we're talking everything. If you stayed at the hotel, you spent no less than $2,000 if you stayed at the hotel and at the Gaylord Hotel, and you bought the tickets at full price, and you bought your food, and you paid $37 a day for parking and all those things. You're going to pay $2,000 plus the convention, or the hotel itself has a what's that fee? There's a fee,
A resort fee.
A resort fee. Like, okay, just your hotel room plus a resort fee. Anyways, I digress. When you go to the retreat, Jeremy, the reason that everybody walks away from the retreat saying this was amazing is because they knew exactly what to expect when they got there.
Yeah.
It's not that people don't like the huge, it's that they didn't get what they thought they were going to get. There's a disappointment, not in the huge, but in their experience.
Yeah.
And so if the experience that you get lines up with your expectation, then you got nothing to complain about.
Couldn't agree more. I really couldn't agree more. You hit it right on the head. Hit it right on the head, brother.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that more can be done, and you can't satisfy everyone. But when the majority of the people say, I didn't like it.
Yeah. I had the opportunity to meet Bleach Sprayer, Derek. We were in the parking garage class. I sat right behind him. And I would call that a big win, man. I'm throwing that out there because that's a huge one, man. That was worth the trip right there.
It's a sad worth the trip.
Yeah. You know, and what gets me is I have purchased stuff from James at 72 Hour, and I had a fine experience. Now that's been 4 years ago, I guess 4 years ago, maybe three or 4 years ago, before I think they kind of got real big, and maybe that's why I had a good experience. But you know, and it just goes to prove, like, two people could experience or have a similar experience or go through the same thing and have different experiences. Like, based off my experience, I would have ordered again. But then after hearing stories like that and multitude of other stories, but I hear them from other companies as well, I wouldn't order again. So
when I go to the huge, and then I go away and I say, I really had a great time, It probably, and this has nothing to do. This is not a slam on the creators of the Huge, the powers that
Sure.
be.
Well, they're great. They're great people.
I'm sure. But when I come out of there and I say I had a great time, it
Yeah.
probably had nothing to do with the Huge, or very little to do with the Huge. Because Jeremy, you and I both say regularly, you'll get as much in the hallway, in the lobby, when you're just with a bunch of guys and gals, as you do with the whole experience of the Huge. And that's, I'm not using this as a platform to promote the retreat, but that's what, imagine 3 to 4 days of being in the lobby.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. And it's relaxing. Yeah.
Well, it's, I had the best time at Assembly Food Hall.
Yeah.
I had the best time. And I don't know if you guys seen the pictures from that, but man, it was just, there was probably 15 of us, roughly, maybe. Would you say that's about right?
Yeah, I would say there's,
because we had like 9 or 10 when we got there. Then a few more showed up. We met some people there, so we had. I mean, it was a good time, and but there goes into anything. You can get as much or as little out of anything that you want to.
Throw that one up there if you don't mind. That's a good time right there. I agree with you. You get out of it what you put into it. Yeah, at the Waffle House as well, Keith. You weren't there, by the way, so just move along. Yeah, Patrick, Assembly Hall was my favorite as well. That's a good time.
I'll tell you what, that old boy playing on that guitar up there, man, he was awesome. I'm telling you, that was Jamie Johnson in disguise. I'm telling you right now.
I'll take your word for that one. I'll take your word for that one.
All right, let's see. Throw this up here. Here it is, guys. This is us at the Assembly Food Hall. How did I do that? What did I do? Oh, share screen. Forgive me.
There we go.
That's not even everybody.
No, I see Brittany way back there. Yeah, there was several people had already left. Yeah.
Yeah. And Bobby's over jamming out to the music.
Yes, he is. And Patrick's back there, see Cam back there, and Charles. Look at everybody. It was a good time. It was a great time.
There's Kenny. It's all kinds of people in there.
Who's that good-looking guy right there in front? Don't say Austin.
You're talking about Chris's friend, right? I don't know I can't remember what Chris's friend's name was.
Oh gosh, it was great. Is Barry in there? Yeah, there he is on the left side of the picture. He's got his face kind of covered up. Yeah, he's high.
Yeah, we had a good time. And boy, I tell you, if you ain't ever been to Assembly Food Hall, you're missing out, man. It's great. Absolutely. Yeah, Barry's.
I gotta share this. Barry brought 2 of his amigos with him. I didn't know that they were with him. I just noticed that they were following us all over the place. So I kept my hand on my wallet. Barry, no offense, I just didn't know that they were with you. And then we go to get ice cream or big cookie or whatever, and there they walk in with us. I'm like, who are these guys?
Yeah. Barry rolls in with a posse every year.
Yes, he does.
He does.
It was great.
Entourage.
Gary missed out. Yeah, it was. Oh, by the way, it was so nice to meet Gary. Gary's an exclusively fresh member and has been from the beginning. It was a joy to meet a great many of our exclusively fresh members. That was one of the best things for me. But again, if I may reiterate the fact that the fellowship.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a social butterfly, but I just love being in the atmosphere of like-minded people. I just enjoy it.
Brother, when you break bread with people, I mean, you really can get down to things, and
Right.
things just open when you're eating. You're just open, man. You know, your heart's open, your mind's open, your mouth is open, obviously. But some of the greatest conversations you can have at business is in situations like this. And I think that's probably, I mean, and here we go again. I think that's probably why I felt like the retreat was so good. Is when we did do a lot of eating, we did do a lot, but it just gave you a lot of opportunity to sit down with different people at different every meal. You could sit with someone different and get a different perspective on business and life and how to do things and how they're doing things. Maybe you could share something with them that sparks, you know, that little flame in them, or they say something to you and it just ignites you. And that's just what's great about it. I mean,
Yeah.
The classes are great and that stuff is fun, and you can learn and take notes and have actionable steps and systems. But these right here, this event, these, you know, just breaking bread, man. I love it.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the classes just a little bit. I always manage to even if I have to pull out a nugget, right? I always find something, but I go in there with the expectation that I'm going to have a good time regardless. And there were a couple of classes where what I got out of the class was that this person, this teacher, this instructor, this speaker needed to be encouraged, right? Like there was one class in particular that I went to where the guy was so nervous, and he had never in his life held a pressure washing wand or a window cleaning squeegee. And he tried his best to fit in and make it worth their while. And then afterwards, when I talked to him, he said, "I've never spoken in a public forum in my life." And I thought to myself, the Huge should have never put him in this position. Now I know he asked for it. They didn't make him. And he paid for it. He paid to do this. So, you know, it's not like, but nonetheless, in my opinion, Jeremy, never should someone be asked or given permission to speak at a venue who knows nothing. That doesn't mean that they have to be even in the industry, but they know nothing about pressure washing. You know, at the very least, be a top salesman in your forum, in your industry. Offer something of that nature. You know, like the guy last year who did the door-to-door selling. Well, he's never held a pressure washing wand either, but man, did he have a lot to offer. But a lot of the people just really, there wasn't a lot to be. So my point being, and I'll shut up on that, is that what I had to dig out of that was the need to go and encourage this brother. So afterwards, I just went up, said, "Man, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, and don't kick yourself, because you know we all have bad days, but man, you did a great job." You know, just try to encourage him. Sometimes you have to go into it with that mindset. You're going to be an encouragement, even if you can't get the encouragement that you wanted. Yes, Patrick. Yeah.
I see. Chris, I want to answer your question real here quick. Yes, there's costs for staying. So there's a ticket fee for the Huge, which comes along with so many classes, but they do offer some paid for classes, which are like the day before the Huge actually starts. Those are just additional classes taught by other people that I'm assuming they feel like the vast majority of people come to the Huge would be have some interest in attending, because they're not, you know, I guess they're not taught often or not taught in those areas. I don't really know the answer to the question, but that's way. I mean, they've done that for years. Every year, there's always like huge classes. Mike, should I throw the? There he is, Sid. What's going on?
Ah, my man.
Here's the man. That's the man with the huge right there.
Thank you for joining us, Sid. We were just having a discussion about conventions in general. Of course, the huge we just left, and we're speaking about the huge. We appreciate you being here. Sid is a part owner, if I'm not mistaken, of the huge, and obviously has more than a seat at the table, so to speak. Christopher Henson, thank you, buddy. Well, we're glad you're here, Sid. Thank you for joining us. Sid, we were sharing our thoughts, and if you're able to scroll up through the comments, you're going to see a handful of thoughts concerning the huge. And then there are some also, Sid, who would just have questions, who maybe have never been, but have questions. And in the comment section, if you want to chime in, of course, you're more than welcome to. Jeremy, you were about to ask if it's time to unveil the website for the purchasing of tickets for the upcoming retreat. Am I correct in that?
That's exactly what I was getting ready to ask.
Well, it is time.
It is time. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jeremy's going to put that up there on the screen. And guys, you can go tonight and purchase your tickets for the Smoky Mountain Wash Retreat. Again, January the 22nd through the 26th. Now, what you cannot do yet, but you will, Lord willing, Monday, Tuesday, early next week. What you cannot do yet is book your room. But we can talk tonight with the time that's remaining about prices and so forth. But very soon you will be able to book your room. And so for that reason, Jeremy and I have agreed to not share. You can, it's not like you can't tell people, but we're not going to advertise it out there in all the public forums, because we know that people are going to try to say, well, when can I get my room? And what's that? And we're going to get bombarded with questions. But for those of you who are here tonight.
Yeah, so this is a special just for you guys as far as the release. Like Mike said, should have that link on our website for next week's show, early next week. That's the plan, Lord willing. Still going to be at the same place, still the same details. So I'm going to go ahead and throw up the website down here on the thing, and then also coming in on the comment section. If you want to, it's you can go through, check it out. Let us know what you think. I wish I had that video. What was it called? The video. Where'd you send it to me at, Mike, with the hotel? Do you remember? Did I download that? Or did you send that to me?
Let me see if it's if I send it on a YouTube video. I may have it in YouTube. If I did, I'll be able to find it pretty darn quick, and I'll send it over to you. Here we go. I found it.
Send it to me on Facebook Messenger.
Oh, sure will. I sure will, Jeremy.
Yeah. Let's see here.
So get this, guys. One of the things we're going to be doing this year, because our venue is so much better and our room, our conference room is so much bigger, we're going to be having some games, some fun games that's going to be great. You know, one would be I'll bring a couple of hose reels, and we'll have those suckers mounted on tables, and we'll do a hose reeling contest. So we'll have 100 foot of hose reeled out, and whoever can reel it up the first and then run across the room and hit the bell can win. Of course, we'll give away prizes for all of that. And we're going to try to get 2 big panes of glass where that we can have window washing competitions. That'll be fun. It'll be great. Hey, Sid is commenting, guys. So read Sid's comment. Some of you have questions and you'd like to ask. You might want to connect with him privately, offline, and connect with him about the huge. He's wanting to hear what we have to say, so that's very important. Thank you, Sid.
Oh, absolutely.
No, Steve McFall, these will not be electric reels, buddy. You moron.
Steve would ask that, wouldn't he?
Another
Steve
thing we've got, Jeremy, we've got some guest speakers who will be coming this year.
We do. We are in talks with a few that I am feeling really great about. Just making sure that they're making sure that their schedules lined up. Let's see here. I got the video pulled up here.
Good night, Sid. Thank you for joining us, buddy.
Thanks, Sid. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. There's it's not showing yet, is it?
It is not.
Clicking the wrong thing. Ready?
Yeah.
Too bad we ain't got no music.
Yeah. So here's the lobby. Beautiful lobby. Here's the bar area. By the way, from I think 4 to 6 or 5 to 6:30, you get free drinks, alcoholic or non-alcoholic. This is where we'll have two drinks.
Two drinks.
You saw there, it's where we'll have breakfast each morning, included in your meal, and then we have Starbucks there as well. Another view of the lobby. There's Amanda. She'll be there. Here's a suite room. You don't have to get a suite room. You can get just a regular room. There's the stud, if I've ever seen one.
You know it.
King size bed. You can get 2 queens or a king. I think you can get 2 kings as well, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful shower and bathroom. Here's our room, our conference room. Isn't that beautiful? You can throw up all over that carpet and no one will ever know.
But if you break it, you buy it.
That's right. If you break it, you buy it.
You break it, you buy it. Oh, it's very nice. It's a very good upgrade. It's a very good upgrade. Hotel.
Brand new this year.
Very, very brand new.
Sean Garner says, "What do y'all need me to speak about?" I like it, Sean, my man. All right, look at there, purchased and ready. Fantastic.
Woo, 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 woo. My man.
That's great. Is this the address, 604 Airport Road?
That is it, Ripple. 604. I hope I got. Listen, if the website's not perfect just yet, give me a minute. Barry, I'll give you a little breakdown on the rooms. The room cost for that room you just saw, I believe Thursday night is $109.
Yep.
Friday and Saturday. Yeah, $109. $109.
That's
Friday
ridiculous.
and Saturday night is $149 per night. Plus, whatever the taxes and stuff is. That's very affordable.
Yeah. For what you're getting.
Very affordable. Yeah, John, there you go. Thank you, John. Thank you. Why is my screen doing this? This is wild. Is this still? This is not up here, is it? Yeah. So go to that. You can type that in. There's probably, I'll throw it in here in the comment section. So, case someone needs to click on it, I guess you can click on it. I don't really know.
Yeah, I would encourage you to go there tonight. Go ahead and purchase and get that locked in. And then very, very soon, within the next week or so, you're going to be able to get your room.
Yeah.
I like that.
Absolutely. Bring your vehicles, boys.
John, I don't remember. Do you remember, Jeremy, if there's a money back on that? Maybe you can purchase insurance. I'm not sure.
I think there is. Yeah. So here, let's address Tim's question. Yeah, Tim. So that it's $150 for the general admission ticket, right? And what that would be is like if you're going to come, you're the owner, washer, whatever. You're going to come and get the general admission ticket. So what that's going to do is that helps us cover this room, and it helps us cover a T-shirt. So you get access to all that networking that we're going to be doing, the meet and greets. We're going to have lunch brought in Friday and Saturday, so it's also going to cover the lunch and the T-shirt. So, and if you want to bring anyone else with you to actually attend the event per se, the networking event, the sessions, or however you want to look at it, whatever you want to call it, it's $50 extra. And so pretty much is what that's going to do is help cover the food for those 2 days. You could bring, I don't know if you're solo, but if, your spouse or your top guy or your helper or whatever you want to bring, $50. And that pretty much just covers the food for Friday and Saturday for the additional person. It doesn't include a T-shirt or nothing like that. And if they want a shirt, they get that separate. But
now, Jeremy, you just said something about food. Can you, if you explained that already, I apologize. Could you tell us what that's about?
Well, we're all about food.
We're all about that food.
We're all about food. Yeah. So, Thursday night, Thursday's check-in, meet and greet, 4 to 6, 4 to 7, somewhere in that time frame, give or take. Dinner. So starting Friday morning will look kind of like 8:30 to 9 will be like what we like to call Donuts with Danny. It'll be a little devotion, a little prayer, maybe a little bit of music for 30 minutes. You can come. We'd love you to come if you don't want to come. But we're actually going to kind of start things like at 9 o'clock with our round tables and speakers and sessions. I guess sessions. I don't know if you call it sessions, but we'll call it sessions for the sake of it. But yeah, so that's what that looks like. Friday we'll have lunch around lunchtime, and same thing, wash, rinse, repeat Saturday.
Now, I was asking specifically because we were talking about the $50 that the person would pay, who's a second man, we'll call it, or the wife or the spouse.
Sure. And
that $50 covers their lunch for Friday and Saturday, correct?
Yeah.
And again, if you want to buy a second T-shirt, then they'll have to do that on their own.
Exactly. Yeah. So all in all, I think it's we had several discussions amongst each other with other folks, and that's kind of where we just kind of landed on being able to actually cover, because last year we covered, all the donuts, all the food, all the rooms, just ourselves.
Right.
So, we listened to the feedback that you guys gave me in the survey, tried to implement those things that the vast majority of everyone wanted. They talked about catered food, nicer facility, this and that. So tried to make that happen, and so there was a little bit of a fee. So I hate saying it like that, but
Hey, speaking of which, something that we haven't talked about tonight. When you go to washretreat.com and then you hit the tab purchase tickets or purchase ticket, where does it direct you? And then what's that special thing that you and I were talking about earlier that they're allowed to do? Let's see if you remember what we were talking about.
when they say that again, when they go to washretreat.com
and then they hit the link to buy the ticket, where does it take them?
It takes them to washproshop.com.
Yes.
Which is my online website.
Yes.
Where I sell the Clean Stream Pro and the Clean Stream.
Yes.
So it's all funneled on that same website for the sake of simplicity with the tickets, the payment capture, and all that stuff. And then it helps me with the attendance.
It helps you with attendance. And then what I was getting at was they can purchase it and they can actually make payments.
Oh, absolutely. If it's something that you're thinking about doing, you don't have to pay in full up front. I think, I don't know. Let me just click on it here and see what it says.
Something like that.
I'm really not sure, Mike, to be quite frank with you, but let's just walk through it while we're here and see what it says. So let's go to, which one do I go to?
You get a cheap shot and knuckle sandwich is what you get.
No, that's not it. Let's see. Why is this not working?
Evan Polly, good to see you. It's good talking to you on the phone earlier today, Evan Polly. The Wash Retreat is January the 22nd through the 26th, 2025.
Here it is. The Smoky Mountain Wash Retreat. So let's just do this. You go to washretreat.com. You can scroll through here and look at it and all my hard work. And we had so much fun. There's a big dinner. We had several of those. And Mike's cut off on this, but if you're on mobile, you can see him. And these are real people on here. Jay Hughes, Charles Henry, Sean and Leah. Keith Pickens was just on here commenting. But you can click on tickets, get your tickets, whatever. It's going to take you to the same place. And right here, when you scroll down here, you can click on more payment options. And then it should give you, mine's going to show taxes because I'm in the state of Kentucky. So don't pay no attention to that. But you can click on this affirm, and I don't really know what it says after that, but it gives you like, what is affirm? Like 4 payments or 8 payments. I think you can actually even stretch it out over 6 months, maybe something like that.
Right.
So
of course, you're going to pay interest when you do that.
Yeah, there's going to be some interest on that, but it's an option if you want to do it. And then, of course, whatever Shop Pay, PayPal, Venmo, the whole kit and caboodle. But that's an option. Just wanted to give that to you guys.
Let's see here. Bright Power Wash says, finally a retreat date when I'm not slammed with work and had to skip the huge. 65. Yay. Only myself and Bright Power Wash know what that 65 in the watermelon means. And I can't share it. It wouldn't be fair to share it, but I love my brother.
Here we go. Hey, Pete Pro Wash. So at the moment, you might have missed this earlier. There will be a direct link on washretreat.com. Hopefully early next week. We're waiting on the hotel provider to give us the link that I can insert. And then you can go through the link and get a discounted rate when you book the room. There also will be a phone number that you can call if you don't want to book it online. You can call them, give them. There's a code. We'll provide the code and everything if you'd rather book it directly on the phone. But yeah, that link will be up next week for the hotel booking, I believe.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It is in fact a retreat. It's come as you are and enjoy the fellowship.
Yeah.
The round table. By the way, that was Jeremy's brainchild right there. I know you had experienced that somewhere else, but you tweaked it so much and made it your own, and it really worked. It really worked to have these subjects tossed out there, so to speak, and then spend 20 minutes with 7 or 8 of your brothers and sisters there at one table talking about that subject. And then 20 to 30 minutes in, we change the subject and you change tables and you're with 7 or 8 more people talking about a new subject. And what we found, Jeremy, is that afterwards, people were talking about those same subjects at the restaurants,
Yeah.
in the lobbies while waiting on food to be served, while waiting to be seated at the restaurant. And then we came back after dinner, and people went back to the main room there and were still talking. Or they'd go out to the pool area and are still talking about these subjects. I'm telling you, there's a lot to be had.
Oh, absolutely. It's I don't know. I just felt like it was life changing. Really, that's just me. So
yeah,
it was great. I'm so looking forward to it. It's such a fun time. Such a fun time. Let's see. Nice. Yeah. And I should say, guys, we only have, there is a cap. And we've capped the tickets to kind of what we've told the hotel. So I ain't like trying to scarcity mindset you, but I think once we actually roll this out with in some other videos and some other formats with some other people talking about this that we've spoke with, I think it could get kind of full.
Yeah.
Or quicker than not, given that we're only shooting, I think, like at 80, maybe 80 to 100, just because that's what we've talked to the hotel about. So there is a cap. So I want to give a shout out to Steve McFall, my buddy Dave Markland, and my good old buddy John Shoemaker. Appreciate you guys picking up your tickets already. Thank you so much.
Bright, did this retreat happen last year also? Yeah, last year. Well, what would be this year? This past January of 25. Yes. And I keep saying 25, don't I? I keep saying January, but I mean 26 is when but yes, this year we had our first retreat, and Jeremy and I were a nervous wreck because we just didn't know. It was our first time, right? And, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Missed you too, my brother. I wish you had, if you saw me, you should have tripped me and pushed me over or something like that and held me down so you could talk to me.
You wouldn't be the first ones that did.
That's right. Or at least wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, we have reached the top of the hour again. Man, that goes by fast.
It is. Good times. Even though I missed the first 5 minutes.
It's all right. Guys, don't forget, go to washretreat.com, hit the purchase tickets tab, and then purchase your tickets. Go ahead and buy as many as you need for. Let me ask you a question, Jeremy. I haven't looked. Is there a place? Is there a place for them to buy a second man ticket for the $50?
Yeah. Let me show you that.
Yeah.
Let Let me get back here and share this screen again.
Yeah, right. Exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah. So right here we go. So this is going to show you the regular ticket here, general mission. You can add to cart. So if you add that to the cart, you want to continue shopping and you want to add the guest. So it changes the price for the guest, and just add that to cart and you can go to checkout.
Wow.
And,
You've thought of everything.
Yeah. So it even asks you for the name of the guest, for the guest add-on and the general admission one. So you just fill that out and bada bing, bada boom. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Not too bad, I don't think, is it?
I'm super impressed. I'm just going to tell you, maybe I'm easily impressed. I don't know, but I'm super impressed with what you have come up with here, Jeremy. And if you had left this to me, we would be doing it on a yellow notepad and some number 2 pencils. So this is quite impressive.
I mean, that works too. This just makes it easy for everyone. And Steve, while you're on here real quick, was it super easy once you checked out and you got your ticket? Did it give you the option, from at least when I set it up, it gives you the option to get it in email. It gives you like a PDF version, and you can also actually add it to your Apple Wallet. And it has a scannable QR code that we can scan it in once you check in at the event.
Here's a great question. I think kids are free. Kids are free,
Yeah,
but you'll have to provide them food.
Yeah, you have to feed them. I mean, there's no kid ticket or anything like that. Well, Steve, it probably went to your emails. Probably why you're saying it didn't actually add. It sends it to your email. So, yeah, I have all of that on my ticket. Dave, I didn't even know you were still here, brother. I appreciate you. But yep, it's really that easy if you want to get you a ticket. It's not that hard. There you go. It's in my email.
The answer is yes.
What would you do without me?
Yes.
Yes.
My question is, how many spouses do you have, brother? Well, what's going on here? Is this like some Mormon kind of a thing, or what? I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Bring all your spouses.
Yeah. Hey, Bright Power Wash. Here's the thing: is bring whoever you want to bring. Spouses, kids, grandkids. Bring your dog if you have a dog. I don't really know, but the only thing what we say is if you know, like, your spouse is wanting to attend the event per se, with the classes and have lunch, you know, that whole time frame, because we're providing lunch, it's like $50 extra. That's where that guest add-on comes at. That's for a spouse, for an employee, for anyone you want to bring. It's going to be coming to the event session and having lunch with us.
Yeah. Eating the donuts.
Eating the donuts.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much doing it for like giving a discount, like if you're bringing your spouse or an employee.
You there?
Heck yeah. Sure
Heck yeah.
did. Yep. Can't wait to get the hotel on there. It'll be just on the washretreat.com. You can see the little ticket section at the top. There'll be one. It'll say hotel booking. And when you click the hotel booking, it's going to take you directly to the link. I'll try to make it pretty easy for you. But Mike, we've ran 5 minutes over, and I want to be mindful of your time, your family's time, my family's time, everyone else's time, and their family. So let's call it a night.
All right. I will pray. Let's do it. Father, in Jesus' name, thank you for the opportunity to come before you tonight and to pray and make our petitions known unto you. And you already know our needs. You said, in fact, in your word that before we ever ask, you already know what it is that we have need of. And we're grateful that we have an all-sufficient God who is all-knowing and never misses a thing. We thank you for the attendance tonight. So many people had so much to say, and it was wonderful fellowshipping with the guys and gals here in the podcast. Some are struggling in their businesses, and so we pray for them, and we ask God that you would bless them with leads, and that those leads would then be generated into jobs which would produce income for their families. You told us in your word that we are to work by the sweat of our brow, and those who do not work should not eat. And so these are guys who are trying their best to produce an income stream for their family's sake. And then while they're there, they get to be an active part of the community, and that always glorifies you. We pray that you would continue to bless our businesses, our families, as we serve you. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Appreciate you all. Catch you later.
Night.